Alright, we're back playing Final Fantasy VII, and today we're going to do the fabled Chocobo breeding. And it'd be great if I get in the airship. And to do that, we are going to need some prep work. Now, the 4 things you will need is 4 different types of nuts. I showed off the Goblin Island where you can steal a Zeo nut. You only need 1 of those. But what you need over here is around outside this thing. You might have run into this enemy before if you were unlucky enough on the tiny Bronco to run from the shore to the Bone Village. If I could just get in a battle with it, that'd be great. There it is, this freaking thing. You can also run into this thing in the arena. Vlacarados. It has 33,333 HP. But you can steal a carob nut, and then I recommend just running away. Because they take forever to die. Because they have, you know, shit ton of HP. They aren't worth killing as far as experience or money is concerned. And they have a chance of dropping a carob nut, but it's exceedingly rare enough that you don't need to worry about it, and you'll probably be faster. You probably get done faster if you just steal, run, steal, run. I need to find the Choco stage. Where the hell is it, stupid chick? Oh, that's the cave. You need to find the Choco stage because he has some things to purchase that we actually want this time. And start the timer. I think it's been about a minute or so. No, I don't want the crater. Where the hell is he? There he is. Now, if you need money for this, because you're going to need money, you can always sell a mastered all materia, and that's worth about 1.5 million. These are useless. You want some Reagan greens to basically catch the chocobos you want, because they not only do they keep them occupied for about 3 turns, they also, I think, reduce the chance of them running away by 25% or so. You want these, and a lot of them, for upgrading your chocobos so they can race properly. And we'll get to that shortly. So it's basically just, you know, buy a 99 today. Because even though it took up like 1/3 of my money, we're going to need more than that. But I've already done all of this off screen, so. Now the next stop to do was we have our, once you have your carob nuts and your Zeo nut and all your greens, you want to go to the Chocobo range. You know, I know. Big freaking surprise. Drop down here. And if you don't have a Chocobo lure, or you threw it away, there's one right here. I don't think Billy will sell you another one, but he might. I don't know. I bought the first one. That's all I really care about. Now, because you notice all the chocobos are now missing from the yard there, you can actually catch some and send them back here. And at this point, they're, well, actually, since before this point, they're taking care of chocobos right now. So what you want to do is, you talk to him and you rent out for 10k stables, and you might well just rent all 6 of them. Because you're gonna need them, and you know, I mean, you might as well spend the money now. And here's where the stables are, and Billy will tell you all you need to know about catching chocobos, mating them, and I don't think he has, yeah, he doesn't have anything useful. These are, mimic greens are okay for catching or giving chocobos to eat so they can race, but they're not as good as either one of them. Now what we need is to find the appropriate chocobos. Now several areas on the map have those little chocobo tracks, which is how you catch chocobos. And you need 4 to start with. And 2 of them can be found here, because here is where you can find great chocobos. And I'll show you what great means in a second. just need to get in a battle with Chocobo. Any day now. Now, what type of Chocobo it is... No, this is not a Chocobo battle. This is battle with the thing. Thank you. This is just wasting my time now. Now, a Chocobo's worth, whether it's I wouldn't recommend this Chocobo, a average Chocobo, a good Chocobo, a great Chocobo, or a wonderful Chocobo, is determined when you catch it. However, its gender is not assigned to it until you actually go to... This is not it either. What the hell? Did I not equip the materia? I'm pretty sure I did. Level 2 Confusion, which is not an enemy skill, despite the fact that it probably should be. Neither is level 4 Battle, which we'll deal with in the Northern Cave. I'm pretty sure no? Yes, I did. Why is it not showing? I guess because it's only like a 25% chance or something. But the battle we want is an area with 1 or 2 spirals. These are spirals. But you want to have 1 or 2 of these with a Chocobo at the time. If I don't get it on the next battle, I will just pretty much skip it and move on to the next area, because I think you guys can figure out how to catch Chocobo at this point. And I can't spend all day trying to foil with a random number generator. Now, it's not basically guaranteed that the Chocobo that you catch in that formation will be great. However, it is more likely. It is also not necessary. Well, it's also not exactly necessary, because you can catch a great Chocobo in any of the other formations around here. It is also just less likely. So, you know, you want to try to maximize your chances and whatnot. Now, you can hold up to 4 Chocobos in the little pen there before you actually start moving them into the stables. And typically I like to catch 4 at each area, and then see if... Look, there's his little asshole. Look at that little arm sticking out. But the other area is due south of the gold saucer. It's right here. And if you need to catch 2 good Chocobos here, one of which male, one of which female. Yeah, you have to catch 2 Chocobos of each gender, because that's how the breeding works. I mean, you know what? If this thing is just going to be ridiculous, I'm just going to skip it, because despite the fact that it didn't take all that long when I was doing it, it is very much annoying now. Cat, why are you on top of me now? Okay, so the third area that you can go to now, I don't recommend it because it kind of fills up a stable with another Chocobo that you might not want to worry about with, is up here. Now you need to catch a wonderful Chocobo here. Now I don't want to do that now because you don't need it until basically the end, and it would just take up space and sit there and whatnot. But I'm gonna quit this here. Hopefully, it stays recording. Please don't go all the way back to. Just go back to the load menu. No, why all the way back there? I don't need to see the intro again because I quit. And I think it's save. Is it save 8? Yes, it's save 8. Will you get off of me, cat? Sorry, having troubles with my feline here. Okay, So here we are. This is part of the grind file. This is the chocobo that we have. Let's go. Or actually, no. I need to. Thanks for knocking everything off the table. Get over here. And you need to get in the chocobo. If you can ride once you catch the chocobo, you can ride it by telling Billy you want to ride it, and you can take it out of the stable, and it'll basically, whenever you park the airship, you'll get out on the chocobo, which helps get places you need to walk to. But yeah, so now what you need to do is once you catch, or I don't want to talk to you yet. Once you've caught your chocobos here, I labeled them good F, great M. The fact that they're in opposite sections isn't something I planned, it kind of just happened. So once you have your chocobos, you need to feed them about maybe 15 to 20 greens each, Silkus greens. I went 30 just because they all need to race and win twice. At least twice. I mean, obviously you can race them as much as you want. I raced them exactly twice, that's why they're all still rank C. But what we're going to do is we're going to do some mating. We're going to mate the great male here with his paramour across the way, the good female. And which nut am I going to give him? Well, his own nut, really. But no, you want to give him a carob nut. And it's going to do the in noise because, they're sleeping together, I guess. And we will get a blue chocobo! Alright. And he's a chocobo male. So I typically just call him Blue. Not Bluke. Not Blood. And he will, hopefully you have a stable free, because he will automatically go in there, and he's over here. You go like, hey, how's it going? And then we want to mate the other pairing, and the pairings are important. Because a great male and a good female will make a blue chocobo, and the opposite pairing will make a green chocobo. Oh wait, no. I don't want to, never mind, I wanted to... This great female, and this great male. Or this good male. Don't mate two great chocobos, they will just make a great gold, or a yellow one. And they also want a carob nut. And we have a green chocobo. He's also male, so this, basically what I would have to do is I would have to reset and start over to get them the opposite genders so they can mate together. Because again, the chocobo's gender is not assigned until, like, right now. But I don't want to do that right yet. I'm also going to skip out on going to get the treasure until I get the gold chocobo. So once you have the green and the blue that are the same, or the opposite genders, you then quit out of here. I have to go to the next save. I'm dealing with this cat suddenly being affectionate. It's like you've been ignoring me all day. Trying to raise chocobos for YouTube and you're bothering me. Save 9. Which is... yeah. Okay, so now basically what happens is we got the two new chocobos. We fed them about 50 Silkus greens each so they can win. And I think they have to win... it says 9 total wins between the two of them. I just made them each win 5 times, so they should be ranked B. Also, I had to get rid of a couple other chocobos so I can free up some space. And you also have to fight about 20 or so random battles for either for chocobos who have bred to be able to breed again, or new chocobos to... yeah, I didn't even blue M actually. And she should be green F. And they also need a carob nut, which is why you need 3. Now this only took, each of these breedings only actually took one try. And we get a black Chocobo. And this one is a female. My last one was a male, actually. But I call it Shadow. It, him, her, whichever gender it is. Now, basically, we have to go do all that again. I gave Shadow about 70 Silcus Greens. Because they need to win a lot more than... What else there? You also need to then go to near the snow area to find your wonderful Chocobo. And it has to be the opposite gender of this Chocobo. And the two of them need to have 12 wins combined. So I just make them both win 6 times, and that's good enough. The fight over there is, it appears with 1 or 2 jumpings, which I think are the rabbit monsters, for the best chance of getting the right Chocobo. This we save... is it 10, I think? Yeah, save 10. And... now we should be ready to make our final pairing of... that's Shadow. And is this wonderful... no, that's not that one. Should be up here then. Yeah, you. Yeah, wonderful female. Okay, here we go. Yep, what's me? And you have to give them the... this is where you finally get to put the Zeo nut to use. And you'll notice you get a yellow Chocobo, but it is a different color because it is gold! And I named this... wow, cat! This cat. Every time. It knocks my mouse... she decides to... like, snuggle up against me. She knocks my mouse off the table, and therefore I have to... it always manages to... you know... minimize all tabs. Well, we're gonna call it Cookie because that's the name of the freaking cat that's harassing me right now, and maybe if I do that, she'll stop. Okay, so now we have a gold Chocobo. I'm not... I'll feed it greens later, and race it later, and we'll then worry about showing off how to do racing in probably the next episode. But now that we have it, what we have to do is we have to let Billy have us ride it out of here. Which one I'm going to take? Yeah, see, those are both good. He's great. That's wonderful. And she's apparently average. But the thing about a gold Chocobo is their stats pretty much come out like maxed. So they don't really have too much issue. Now we're gonna pick up something that I've been, you know, harassed at for the last several episodes about getting. But first, there's four, I guess what you'd call the ultimate materia. And I don't know which one this is. I think this is the ultimate. Well, I know which materia this is. I don't know which Chocobo this requires. I want to say blue, because you have to drop off this beach, walk over the water, and then come over here. But I'm not sure if the blue one can actually cross the ocean. I don't think it can. Which would make this the green Chocobo necessary. But we come in here, and you see this... the only thing in here is this blue crystal. You touch it, and you get the Quadramagic materia. And Quadramagic will... it's a independent, or it's a support materia, you know, hence the blue. And it will turn whatever... allow you to quadracast whatever magic is paired with it. Which actually works for all summons except... you know, the big one, because you wouldn't be able to actually cast the big one, because you know, it would take 1,000 MP, which you can't physically possess. But you can quadricast Bahamut Zero without an issue, and that will, despite from taking forever, it would only actually do 4 hits, so it's not that pertinent. I mean, you can use it if you don't want to use an all materia on magic. You can use quadricast to essentially cast it on everybody at once. Like if I wouldn't want to put time all, I could put time with quadramagic and then use one of the quadramagic casts to haste everybody up, but that seems rather ineffective. It's mostly for, like, you know, Ultima. And here we get the ultimate independent materia, this HP MP switch, which is utterly useless, because I don't know of any time you would actually need 10,000 MP and only have, you know, 1,000 HP. That seems utterly retarded. Now, the other one is over by Wute. It's, I believe, this cave right here, which I think requires the black Choco to get to. I don't know. Each one of these requires a different Choco to get to, and you can pick them up in stages. I didn't bother because, you know, the gold Choco isn't that difficult or time-consuming to get, so you essentially just have to, you know, do a bunch of gauntlet runs, and, you know, once you get it, not gauntlet runs, but just run the gauntlet to get the final Chocobo, and then just go pick them all up, because you can do it all without really fighting anything all that spectacular. But here we get the ultimate command materia, Mime. Mime will mimic the last action done, which is great if you have ultimate, like, action control. But if you use a counter materia or any way, or just if you need to stop to heal, it'll break the Mime chain, and then, you know, that's just a lot of shenaniganry. But the last thing we want is the ultimate big, burly, badass materia that everybody knows and loves and hates to sit through. Thankfully, I have speed up. Well, yeah, let's go over there. Now, you can't even see the island on the map, because you might think it's one of the ones I'm approaching, but it's not. It is in the far right, upper right-hand corner. That's Goblin Island. I'm not even sure what this is, but I want to land here because I need to run in the ocean. Because my Chocobo is apparently... I should name the Chocobo Jesus. We have this burly-looking thing, which looks like a bowl, and the gold Chocobo was the only way to get here, because as you can see, there's no way to land. And once we pop in here, we get... Oh, look, it's red. You know what red means. Knights of the Round. And this is actually the only materia in the game that is achievement-worthy. So we finally have Knights of the Round, despite the fact that it's really not necessary, except for the two final bosses. But yeah, so I'm gonna feed this Chocobo to get it into racing shape, and then go back to the gold saucer with it. And next time I will show you how to race and gain the, you know, the high rankings with the best materia. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.